Welcome everybody to Catfish Weekly along with Josh and Chad. I'm Lyle, and if the show is as much fun as the backstage stuff was,
We're going to have a good time.
We're going to have a good time.
Yes, we are.
Do I get to be as nice as I was behind stage to you?
Be yourself. Just don't hold back.
Yeah,
Just be
don't
yourself.
sugarcoat it none. You can go ahead and say stuff about Dockery you was talking
Yeah,
about.
you can talk about Dockery.
I am the only one that said nice things about Dockery.
You
I
are?
didn't say nothing bad about Dockery.
I didn't say nothing that wasn't true about it.
Okay, I didn't say nothing about him that he doesn't already know. So.
All right.
Oh my God. I hope everybody's having much fun today as we are, and I hope everybody had a great 4th of July vacation. It seemed like it was awful long, but then again, I've had, year and a half or 2 years off.
Yeah.
They're all long.
Yeah.
I sat around and massaged my back all over the weekend. It's been giving me trouble, but tomorrow is the day. They called me with an appointment to come in early for more shots in the back. Well, can't hardly wait for that.
Man, you get more shots in the backside than anybody I've ever seen.
Chadwick, I've decided.
I think he likes it.
They would rather do that and keep you coming back than actually fix the damn problem.
Oh, absolutely.
That's it. That's anything medical anymore. It's how do we get recurring billing going on?
That's exactly right. And they know that you've got insurance, so they're going to keep you coming back as much as they can. I would just as soon go in one time, get it fixed, get done with all your pain all at once, and call it a day. But no. Every half or so, you got to go back in. They got to put them needles in. And if you ever seen how big them needles are,
no, and I don't want to
do them at all. But they really don't hurt that bad when they deaden it correctly.
I'm not a needle fan.
I'm not either, but I don't like sitting around hurting all the time either.
Yeah, you want to be out there bass fishing. We know.
Yeah.
What do you say we say hello to all these beautiful people in chat?
Yeah.
I don't need your permission, Lyle. We don't take direction from bass fishermen.
Large
Josh, I'm going to say hi if that's okay to everybody.
Go for it, Chad. Go for it.
We got Pontoon Jody, Catfish, and Mike Irvin outdoors in Indiana with Dave Scott. What's going on, John Boys Catfishing? Brian B, a member for 22 months. Mr. Mike Sampson. Mr. Tim Molina. Member Uptown Chrissy Brown. She's been a member for 37 months because Brian B ain't got nothing on, the real heroes of the chat. We got member fishing with the Chad for 38 months because Brian B ain't got nothing on me. That's all I got to say to him. We got Catfish and Crappie, also a member. Goober Time Guide Service. What's going on, Dan? Oh, let's scroll a little bit. We got Mr. Greg Burgess, member Danny Stone Outdoors. Bugman 22. Somebody said hi to him. I didn't see him. Oh, because it just jumped way down here. We got V Smith. There's Bugman 22. Let's see. Yeah, it's like it's froze all of a sudden, and it was like everywhere. Joe Buck 66 Small Water Charters Paddle Cats. That's a new one on me.
What is it?
Welcome.
The Weekend Angler also outdoing Brian B with 30 months as a member. We got two stands. Fishing says, yo, what's up, all you fish sniffers? I don't know what to say about that one.
I kind of like that one.
There's our favorite name right there, Schmieder of the Cedars. God knows what we're even saying, but I like it. It just sounds good.
If we're saying something funny, he's laughing every week. You know that, right?
Every week.
He's sitting back there going, I got him to say it again. But it's like Danny Stone. I mean, you could put anything in chat, and Danny's going to read it. So.
Oh yeah. There's Mr. Dave Funk said he heard there's a biggin in tonight's bragging board.
Yes, there is.
We got Dan Brewer. And there's Catch Fish with us. 3 nights. Benoit Fishing Outdoors. And I'm at to the bottom here.
Sweet.
Double check, make sure I didn't miss nobody, but if I did, it's Lyle's fault.
I'll take the blame.
There's D, member for 38 months.
Man, she loves Catfish Weekly. You know, she really started loving Catfish Weekly when this one stud joined the channel. You know,
Man, that was a long time ago when I joined.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Ah,
Ted, you do know I was on the original very first show, right?
Yeah, it's crawled on a cave wall somewhere.
yeah.
Holy crap, there's a deer right out there.
Boom.
Go get it.
Can you see it?
Uh-uh.
No? Everybody look. Oh, I see it. You know, I see it back there.
Give him the solo.
Right.
It's behind a tree now.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
saying,
okay.
you could barely see it right on the right side of that tree. Now it's behind the tree.
And it's behind the tree now. It's
Yeah.
hanging out.
That's
Taking a dump in the yard. So we'll do.
sweet. That'll give you something to do after the show. Go pick
Well,
that up.
it's the neighbor's yard, so it can do it all at once. But fertilizer.
Yeah, well, yeah, make the grass grow.
Jody's already saying the fish is in the water.
Yep.
That's true.
Now, Chad, you went fishing this weekend, didn't you?
I did. I went for a couple hours on Saturday evening, Saturday night, not thinking that, you know, the city that was close to where we were fishing would be having fireworks and there would be pleasure boaters out after dark. FYI. Noted that you should not set up near any kind of creeks that have a boat ramp. So
Yeah, probably a good idea.
we about died on Saturday night.
We talked about going Saturday, or I think it was Friday night or Saturday night, whenever they did it. They were doing fireworks down at Lake of Egypt. And we've gone down there before and done that. It ain't worth messing with all the pleasure boaters, especially that late at night, because then alcohol's involved. And
that's what I think was involved on this one.
And it's just a recipe for disaster. So we stayed home.
Timberline, I ain't wearing a moo-moo.
I believe that the fireworks glimmering off of the water is a beautiful sight.
Oh, it is.
But like you, Josh, I choose not to go up to any of the places around me and fight the drunks.
Mm-hmm.
Because by the time the fireworks are over, those drinking guys are already had way too much.
Yeah, I was gonna say about by the time fireworks are going out, these people are good and lit. So
yep. So it's, you know, as much as I would enjoy it, it's not worth that.
No.
Well, where we were fishing was, so you have a big bend in the river. There's two creeks. We were fishing next to the lower part, so this boat would have had to come downstream. And the problem was there was a barge in the middle of the river coming up the river, going around that bend. And when they came down, they were on the opposite side of the river. They freaked out, turned, and just barreled in the middle. This is like 11:30 at night, straight across the river, literally coming straight at us. We're trying to get our other lights on. All we had our, you know, bow and stern lights on, but apparently they weren't looking at that, so they couldn't see it. So we were trying to get our Compex light on, and I'm trying to flash the phone light.
Oh,
Literally,
wow.
they were within like 20 yards of us, and we're screaming, you know, whoa, hey, you know, whatever. And finally, that light came on, and all of a sudden, he just turned and missed the front of my boat by about 5 feet.
Oh man. Hey, we had I had that spotlight with me when I was out there on Crab Orchard with Parker and Danny last month or month before last. And ended up waving a boat off of us with that spotlight. So I mean, it was point spotlight at him and light him up, and suddenly he don't want to go into that no more. So
yeah.
Yeah. Well, did you catch any fish?
We caught 2. It was
Now,
not on fire, but I think we haven't. That's the first time I've night fished since like last year or so.
Have they spawned? Was they marked at all?
Well, that's what's weird. Last weekend he went out by himself and he caught about a 15-pounder, not a mark on it. The channel cat that we caught had no marks on it, but the blue cat still had some marks on it that I caught Saturday night. So I was
The
like,
channel cat should be done.
The channel cat was as clean as can be,
but they don't heal up that fast, really.
But the blue cat still had some marks on it.
I'm convinced that the flathead are done for sure. So
really,
there's a lot of them in the bragging board tonight for not being done.
I've seen a lot of pictures on the internet of
there's been a lot of flatheads caught.
But that's what we talked about last week or the week before. Traditionally, 4th of July weekend is the time when the flatheads come off. But if the flatheads are coming off, they're the last ones to go on, as a rule.
Right.
The rest of them should be over too, but they don't all go on at the same time.
No,
they spread that out over a few weeks, and I'm guessing it's 2 to 3 weeks period from the time they start looking for females start looking for a spot until the males let the fry alone and take off. So, it's a drawn out affair.
Wow.
I know I've seen the channel cats up at Wren. They're starting to pick back up a little bit. I follow that Wren Lake catfishing group, and they're starting to catch more, but they're still not. They're not where they should be this time of year. So it's all kinds of bad stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
That early warm really didn't help us out any this year. It
it did not.
Slowed everything down. But
that I don't know about where you guys are at, because I know last year Lyle lived in 100-degree temperature. It seemed like forever, but over here it wasn't near as bad. It got warm. We had some low 90s here and there, but mainly it was like low 80s last year, mid 80s. I'm sorry.
That's true. Yeah, it's been a lot hotter here this year. I mean, I got up.
It stayed in the
morning, 90s. Saturday morning, Sunday morning, whenever it was, that I was dumb enough to go out and try to dig those post holes, and it was.
I'm so glad that was him, Lyle.
Me too.
Man, I tell you, want to find out you're not in your 20s anymore. Dig 9 post holes 2 foot deep. You find out, just an old claw type post hole digger. But I checked WeatherBug before I went outside. It said it was 87 degrees, and it said it felt like 108. So I said that's a good time to go out and try to do all that crap. So.
What's up, Josh Thompson and Mark Barnum?
See, Parker Pursuits joined us too. Jerry's in here.
Benoit Fishing Outdoors is in there.
So I mean, right now it's trying to find the where the bait and stuff's at too. Is we noticed that the creeks are full of the fry, like the small like half-inch shad and stuff, but actually finding shad and other bait fish is scarce. So trying to find them in the river, it's different.
Danny's invading my waters again. See that?
You brought look. You took him there one time, and now
it's his.
I know
he's claimed it as an own.
That is absolutely right.
the lakes, you should be able to get your bait in the back of coves, right?
Oh, the bait! Yeah, the bait is everywhere right now on the lakes. It's go back in the shallow water, you're going to find bait. You go to the deep water, you're going to find bait. It is everywhere right now.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of little ones, but there's some big ones too. And normally, when you find the small ones, as it gradually gets deeper, that's where you'll find the bigger ones is in the little bit deeper water. Most of the time. Unless there's some structure, which is always a great place to lose a net.
Yeah. Mark Barnum said he's scared to know what the flooding did to the flathead spawn up there.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's, we're getting ready to get a bunch of water over the next couple of days from that, what's left over of Hurricane Beryl. So the outer bands of that finally reached us this afternoon. So we're starting to get a little bit of rain. But,
yeah, I think it's supposed to hit here sometime tomorrow afternoon is when we're supposed to start seeing some rain.
Started raining here a couple hours ago. Supposed to rain all night and all day tomorrow. So
yeah.
They've got us under a flood watch, which is typical for that
Every
kind
time
of
it pees
situation.
a little, I'm under a flood watch this year.
Oh yeah.
It's
Well, I
been
mean, you've been under so much stuff this year. It's crazy. Every time we turn around, I'll look up and I'm like, oh, Lyle's under a tornado warning again, you know.
and like
Mhm.
every time it just dribbles a little bit, all the places that I normally can fish from the bank, they're out of the bank. It is, you know,
Oh yeah.
it is what it is. The ground's so saturated, it can't hold anymore. And there's a few of the farmers that are getting hay and stuff out of the field, which I wish it was the guy behind my house, but he's never on time. But the ones that aren't, you know, we're another week and a half now because of all this rain that we're going to have tonight and tomorrow before to dry up enough that they can cut it and let it dry and
Hmm.
take it out. And that doesn't affect fishing, but it affects the people that go fishing because a lot of them will be fishing instead of doing whatever they're supposed to be doing, take the hay out. They ain't got nothing to do, so let's go catch the fish. You know, and most of them live where there's a creek or a river or a lake or something. So, and I don't blame them. I'd be doing the same.
I ain't been on the river in a while, but I need new trolling motor batteries before I do it. So
Don't you have some that was sent to you?
I don't have 3 of the same type that were sent to me. So that you can't mix lithiums, you can't mix and match. So,
Well, you're
but
not supposed to do the other kind, but
yeah,
I
well,
know
that's true
people
too.
do.
But now I'm ordering 3 lithiums this week. So
Okay. Now we're going to be talking about fish and where they're at, but let's talk about the lithiums and you're ordering these. Um, can you give me a total weight of what 3 of those lithiums are going to weigh compared to what you have in your boat now?
yep, give me just a second. Let me add up
Chad, I
numbers.
know I'm off topic. You reel me in if you want, but this is an interesting subject for me
Let's see here.
and a
We
lot
should
of
have done another show on that.
we can still do that.
We can do that. We can make that real soon. All right.
Hey, there's a Dave Scott, which has a new video out catching some panfish this week.
What did he catch a bass and that's why you like Dave or something?
All right. Here
All
you go, Lyle. Here's a number. Oh, hold on. I just got rid of it. Right now, what I have sitting in there, the 3 batteries, the 3 Group 31s that I'm using, weigh in at about 225 pounds
For 3.
for 3. The lithiums that I'm going with weigh 23 pounds apiece. That's 69 pounds total
Wow.
weight for 3. So that is going to be a savings of 156 pounds.
That's a whole person.
That's a whole person or half of one of us. But I mean,
Yeah.
let's be realistic about this.
Yeah,
But
that's true. Well, to me, I find that extremely interesting. I really do.
I've been looking forward to. I've been thinking about making the switch, and they convinced me. Let me tell you. So
No, Matt, I did not rearrange the room. I took everything down. The bait shop is gone.
Hey,
big
Matt.
shop is done.
Dave Scott says, "Don't be jealous."
I was in Dave Scott's state yesterday looking around. Just saying. I might have to be outdoors in Indiana with Chad Fields.
I
How
think
long?
he
You never
was.
know.
I think he was looking for flathead bait.
Here's Creole catfishing. What's up, Jeremy?
Jeremy?
What's up, Creole?
Kind of curious what the fish are doing down his way. So
Well, we was trying to figure it out. Like I said, that's one of the reasons we 2 things. It was 90-degree days. I'm not don't feel like setting out on the boat.
no.
So why not go out in the evening? And it was actually not humid. Felt good. And actually, I got a cold, a chill at the end. After a little while, it was kind of real thin air, and it felt a little breeze. And it was kind of cool. So it was nice out. But just trying to figure out exactly like what the title is. Where's the fish?
Mm-hmm.
We try setting up on those ledges a little bit more on the inside than we normally do of that bend of the river right outside that creek. So we were hitting the shallow and out into the the deeper part, and everything that we caught that night, both of them were up on towards the bank, like probably less than 10 yards off the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
it's and it's wild this time of year. You've got water that's just extremely hot, but they'll come up. They'll come up shallow. We've messed around bank fishing before and throw one down the short, down the bank from us, and that'll be the one that gets bit. But we've run into
small fish.
I know we've run into on Wren Lake and Crab Orchard both. I've just been hitting the lakes since my batteries are kind of shot, but both of those lakes are sporting a pretty nice thermocline right now. And you could see them. I took pictures as we were going over. You can find, when you find that thermocline on your sonar, all the fish are sitting there right there on the edge of that, and you don't see nothing below it. But you know what? The good thing about it is you can eliminate a lot of water. If I know the thermocline's sitting at 12 feet, I know I'm fishing from 12 foot to 0. Anything over 12, I'm wasting my time.
That's exactly right.
Yep. I could have been here, deer. We were talking about that earlier about that boat almost hitting us. But yeah, I mean, never ever underestimate shallow water. People, even in the
even in the wintertime,
dead of heat and the dead of winter, I've caught plenty of fish under 5 feet of water. You know,
especially.
Yeah. So
I'm convinced there's some that just stay shallow year round. That's what they do.
I think they stay up there because they can get a snack.
They know they're going to get something.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If they're up in that type of depth, they're feeding. They're actively looking for bait fish in those shallows. So it's never a bad place to try. My opinion.
Yep, I agree, and I find that a perfect spot for a planer board.
For what? A planer board.
Planer board.
Oh, I was like I couldn't understand that last bit he said.
Planer board.
I was wondering myself, Josh.
The truth be told, everybody else was wondering too. So
you can suspend underneath one, or you can just put it on the bottom and drag it along with the board. Either way makes no difference. I would prefer putting it on a dragon weight and putting a Comel float, which will hold the most amount of bait up off the bottom and drag it behind it. That's perfect for me in shallow water.
Now, daggone it, Jody, stop it, because I'm going to want ice cream after this.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Lyle's going to have to see my bowl of ice cream with peanut butter. And
he doesn't like that. I don't know why.
Topping. I don't know why he wouldn't like it.
There's very few things I don't eat.
He doesn't, but his dog does.
Peanut butter's one of them. That dog's in the garage.
Let's see. Turning into retired Rick's channel Wednesday. Josh's girl, Danielle, is giving away a crochet catfish. I gotta get me one of them, but he won't. He would probably not let me have one until I ever get him a sticker for the door on his bait shop down there. But you get one, my friend.
2 scoops of chocolate on a waffle cone. Yeah, I'll take some of that.
Oh, waffle cones are good.
Yeah.
And we're back to food. It didn't take
it
long.
Always goes
Thank
back
you, Jody. We were doing good.
She's been trying to derail the show the whole time.
I know what she does.
Oh man, my sinus is driving me. Ugh. But
so are you guys trying to target spawning fish or not?
No, I want the big mamas that just laid the eggs.
Yeah, no, I want the ones that are done and they're feeding.
Yeah, so you're not up in the shallow rocks and stuff like that where they spawn.
I'm wherever the bites are trying to happen. That's what.
So it doesn't matter then.
It don't matter. I'm putting them back anyway. So
but
this time of the year, definitely, I'm not keeping them. So
yeah,
oh look, there's Lyle's twin came in to see us.
I saw that.
6 months. Wow!
I forgot what I was going to say now. Thanks a lot. I think that the fish that are done will be transitioning between deep water and the very shallow. They'll be on ledges and stuff right now because there's always something going down through a ledge they can grab a snap. But a lot of them still be up shallow because there's bait fish up shallow.
Where the ledges, feeding in on the outside of those creek mouths and stuff have not been producing much lately, and it up in the shallows and the creeks, like the fish last week that I was telling you about, the fish that were caught there, that was 2 to 3 feet of water dragging baits back in a creek. It's like a big bay, and that's the fish that were being caught. But out on the river, it wasn't.
I think you can go in the back of coves and catch a lot of fish because there's a lot of bait back there, and the fish will be following the bait. Period. Unless they're on a nest, they'll be following the bait. And the ones that are done, they're definitely going to be following the bait because they haven't eaten in a few days. And
they're hungry. They're the ones who'll be chasing stuff. I think Danny Stone and Richard from Fishing and Freedom, I think they had some that were almost biting like topwater a couple weeks ago.
Really?
They were dragging baits, and the leader was long enough that the float had brought the bait almost all the way up to the surface of the water, and they had the cats coming up there grabbing it. So, Richard, take care, buddy. It's good to see you.
And I was just thinking, and one spot that area we didn't hit because obviously we would have had to take in chicken because that's the only way you catch bait or catch catfish on them. But finding mussel beds is a good place right now too.
The only place I've ever had chicken work is on a mussel bed.
Well, at least you did have it work.
I'll drink.
My claim to fame: the fish that I fish for are way too smart for that. It don't happen. You'll catch a couple of dinks once in a while, but that's it.
Then again, he did switch to bass
big fish. Are just
he has started doing it. Yeah,
who's got the
Oh, Jeff Bill, no, it's my new fancy folding chair I bought. I bought me one that's got a canopy over it. I figure I can use that when I'm out fishing in the sunshine or in the rain or whatever else. I'll put some lights under it, make some wild color lights, and just really just have a wild party going on when I go live or something. So.
There you go. Jody, Chad doesn't have the land for. Is Lyle's internet acting up, Josh?
Wow, Lyle just got kicked.
Wow. Please make note of this, and that way we can allow James Dockery to know that 28 minutes into the show,
he's gone.
Lyle's internet
just
totally sucked. That's awesome.
The hamster finally fell off the wheel.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, but that's definitely a good place if you can figure out where the mussel beds are. That's probably a decent spot this time of year as well to be looking for fish. But you got to find the bait. It's no different any other time of the year. Finding that bait that they're eating on, because that's the other thing I've noticed too. The last couple times we've been out, we've had a variety of different baits. We've had, the other night we had bluegill, skipjack, suckers, shad, and it was like the only bites we got were bluegill head and shad.
That's all right.
No, I'm sorry, we didn't catch one on I can't remember what he had out. We only had like 2 or 3 creek chubs. He brought some creek chubs, and that actually was the most bites we had out of any of our baits. Skipjack was nothing. We had bite on shad and 2 bites or so on bluegill, but it's like, again, it's really weird. They're not switching over here to skipjack yet very well. So, and I know not everybody has skipjack in their areas, but seems weird right now that they haven't switched over to that yet.
Which one of you throw me out of here?
It wasn't that. It was your pokey internet.
It must have been that St. Louis internet you have. They suck.
I don't have any of that. Yeah, my internet's just fine. We do have
apparently it wasn't.
Yeah, we do have storm going through, and
I'm sorry, flying a kite right now with a key on it.
Yep, he probably had to change his key out on his kite that he was flying.
No. Nope. But
Matt says tell Dockery to run faster. You get faster internet that way.
He's probably running about as fast as he can go. Cherry garlic skip jerk.
You could power it off him running his mouth. You'd be in good shape.
That's the truth to that.
And Dockery's dropping hammers.
Really?
Yep.
See
you, Matt.
Just happened to look over. Wow, poor Matt.
Oh.
Anyway. So yeah, I mean, I know you guys fish a lot of lakes and stuff down there. But I don't get to fish lakes much around here, so I don't know if I was to go, what would be any different than what I'm looking at in the river.
We threw. I think the last time we really. Oh well, that was when Christina was fishing the ladies tournament a few weeks ago, and we threw a buffet out there for them. We had bluegill, we had shad, we had. I think I even cut a white bass up at one point, and it was just. They weren't wanting to have it. I mean, she caught a few fish, but not like we were. Did somebody get a commercial?
How's that happening?
I do not know.
We need to figure it out and make sure whatever it takes, we get it stopped.
I'm gonna stop you there. We can check that out, but people need to understand that this might not be our doing or our setting or anything like that. Google and YouTube are here to also make money. So if they can play ads to aggravate us, they will.
You're not wrong. I mean, there are. Let's face it, there are channels that are not monetized on YouTube that you go to watch a video on their channel and you see an ad, and all that means is that YouTube took 100% of the ad revenue instead of 40%.
That's right. So, that's what I was getting ready to say.
They got their 100%.
So there's nothing we can do about it.
We had to check, but more than likely, it's either one simple thing we're missing in the monetizing the show, or it's not us at all. So I just you never know, and like I said, I just don't want people to think
she got a commercial, but it was short. So Green Eyes had one.
It was a Lyle commercial, but you never know. You don't know, and I don't. If people have that, don't take it out on them. Is all I'm asking. Because I've seen that in the past. And I ain't saying, Mike or anybody is, but I've seen people get downright pissy at the people that.
Well, Mike Irvin's been a long time.
I know Mikey, but
he will understand if that's the case. I thought surely there was a way we could stop it.
Yeah,
there might be, but again, I've seen other people get really downright rude and say they'll never watch your channel because of it. So,
Jerry.
What, Jerry do it?
Oh
my Lord.
Talking,
I'll be honest, Parker, normally it's because you get commercials based off of stuff
based on what you've been searching. So
and what you've been searching. So just saying, bruh.
That's why we asked Lyle. Said, Lyle, did you get a commercial? He said, depends.
I did not.
Oh, damn. Well, there's been some good jokes there tonight.
Dave Funk says, as long as it's not a Biden ad, I would agree with that 100%. I would have to shut things down for that. But we're not going to do anything to promote that ass ad.
It was short. It was a Dockery commercial.
That's true.
Yeah, they are necessarily evil, but
yeah, they are. I mean, they keep the lights on, so
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, they don't do fishing equipment tech.
Not very often.
I haven't seen an ad in a long time. I always ran an ad blocker for years, and then when YouTube started cracking down on ad blockers, I went the route that they were wanting everybody to go, and I started paying for premium. So
That's what I done. That's what I done because I've still got the ad blocker. I can turn it back on, but it's a pain in the butt to deal with. And
Jerry,
it costs you money.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway,
as much as he talks about that, I wonder how much that's an issue for him.
Back to where are the fish?
hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
I'm hoping to find.
Look who finally decided to come back at the end of the show.
I'm hoping to find out this weekend. I'd like to go out sometime this weekend and sit and just put some live baits out. Just let them soak. Whether I'm on the bank or whether I'm on the boat, doesn't really matter. But just go out and soak some baits and see if something goes.
We had live bait. We had 0 bites on live bait.
Sean Abney, welcome.
Somebody, I tell you what, and it was weird. Totally, a little bit off topic today, but that doesn't stop us. But I was scrolling through Facebook today, and somebody was talking about their favorite summertime bait, and there were a couple guys talking about cut bullhead. I have never cut a bullhead.
Me either.
And they're swearing by it.
Very much.
Wouldn't surprise me.
They said it's, and they're right. Their skin's tough as nails. It won't come off the hook. They said they've had some good fish come off of it.
That doesn't surprise me. I'm not too good to try it. I don't like seeing people use channel cat for bait.
No, but bullheads are just
one thing. One of the reasons is they're a game fish. Catfish are a game fish in the state of Missouri,
right?
So they're not legal to be used for bait. And if you're going to use catfish for bait, by all means, you should be able to use them nasty asshole bass.
I agree with you.
Well, you catch enough of them
by accident. You have no proof of that. But yeah, I've never cut a bullhead. Although they are in the catfish family, they are a terrific bait for flathead. And I have said all along.
He tried cut bullhead.
I'll be damned. I still say that flathead just hate them. Now they eat them. Yeah. They eat them, but I think they would just kill them to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about bullheads, but flatheads despise them. But anytime I've ever seen anybody, even me, use them for bait, when they get hit by a flathead, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see the flathead hanging out. It's history. It's done been swallowed. So
maybe
I know they eat them, but I think they just hate them.
I might have to go catch me some bullheads later on this week once the rain clears.
I would love to have a bullhead.
I've got a bullhead lake right 10 minutes from the house.
That's perfect. Chad, if you can find a place where they built a pond in a subdivision or something, for some reason they'll be in there. You have to get permission.
I've heard of any being around here in a long while.
Yeah, we might have to set up a bullheads and BS. We ain't done that in about a year.
That's right. Hey, Ray Smith, welcome.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Bullheads are good eating.
And they are good eating.
I've heard that. I can't.
They're a little muddy. They're a little muddy, but they're good.
I've heard they're good, but
they're not hard to clean at all.
I thought about buying some from our bait shop and stocking one of our ponds around here with them just to get them going. Because I mean, other than going to the bait shop and getting them, which, by the way, my respects to our great local bait shop here. The lady that ran and owned it passed away this past week. So
it's a crying shame.
That was
very upsetting. Latonia Carroll passed away on the beginning of last week.
She was a nice lady. We only met her that one time, but she was a nice lady.
Awesome. I don't know what he will do with the bait shop from here on out, but so that's yet to be seen what happens at my bait shop.
That's sad
up here. Very sad. But they did always have, like, if you wanted little bullheads, and they were small, like 2 or 3 inch bullhead and stuff like that. Typically, what they got in, it wasn't like those ones we caught up in Mendota that were like 2 pounds,
Oh, yeah.
pound and a
Yeah.
half. But
Them are good for big flatheads.
yeah, I'd like to have some of them. But
Yeah.
maybe that's what I'll get in whenever I actually get my bait tank set back up and running right, or D gets a new house with a pool, and
Cool, and you could make
and
a
I start
giant bait
stocking. I
tank.
start stocking it with bullheads to grow.
I'm telling you, you just set up one of those plastic bait tanks like I've been working on. And watch how quickly your children get into that thing to play when you turn it on.
Oh yeah, my daughter.
It wasn't 5 minutes after I started running both filters. Caitlin's like, "I get in that." I don't care. Go ahead and get in it. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Ain't no fish in it yet.
Oh jeez, old Pete's Brian B.
Oh wow.
It's the only way he can catch bait.
Brian catch a bait.
I mean, why is he catching bait? He don't fish.
But I could just picture Brian throwing a cast net and scaring everybody in the poultry section.
Let me tell you something. First off, Brian B ain't throwing no cast net, because Brian B would either end up in the water or wrapped up in it and drown himself in the water trying. You ever seen how coordinated he is? He can't even sit in his chair half the time on Thursday nights without about falling out of it. He ain't throwing no cast net. I'm just saying. And I'm glad Dee must not be watching anymore, because she didn't hear what I said about if we get a house with a pool ever, that it'll turn
Danny's
into
right
a
too.
documentary.
Danny made a comment in chat just a minute ago. It said bullheads have the strongest bite of all catfish. They said they'll smash the crap out of your thumb, and they will.
Yes.
They've got some tremendous jaw pressure on them.
That's right.
I remember there's one, like I said, there's one we caught up there year before last on Mendota. Them little things were feisty.
They were feisty.
They reminded me of 2 fellas we know, Josh, that are very, very, very tiny, but got really strong mouth.
Yeah, got the mouth.
Yeah, they got the mouth on them.
Got an alligator mouth and a jackrabbit hind end.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I know a couple folks like that.
I know a few people like that myself. Okay, here we go.
I can think of one.
Mike Irvin said they used to catch bullheads while I was deer hunting on limb lines and having them for breakfast.
Really?
Catfish for breakfast pretty good. You can get that at Cracker Barrel.
Really?
Yes.
Sounds good.
I can, but you won't be able to do nothing there, buddy, old pal. If you guys would, don't forget, we appreciate when you guys give that thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Middle name is coordinated. Bullheads are worse than drums for swallowing. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I even use small circle hooks, and those bullheads still find a way to swallow those things.
I bet he don't, Chad or James.
We might need to do that. We might need to do that soon.
Yeah, I think that was good. I thought that was a fun one when we did it last time. There, you just got there catching.
Go out there, just catch the bullheads, and maybe next week.
You know what? I've got some local friends here. Maybe I should send them out to all the local little subdivision ponds and lakes.
If you if you find a park pond, there's usually bullheads in a park pond.
Not around here that I've ever seen.
Really? I know they'll flip out down at Bob Noble Park down in Paducah if they see you with shad. They spend a ton of money to get all the shad out of that little pond in that park, and there's signs up everywhere about not using shad.
They think dead shad will breed?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but
if you bring them in on ice, they're probably
There's
pretty much done with any of
there's
that.
signs all over about no shad, no shad. And made it
That's
kind of hard. Made it kind of hard to catch catfish that day, but ways around it.
Apparently.
Go Cubs.
This is with sickle hooks. Huh. Creole got a good thing there. Said he catches bullheads with 16th ounce jig heads with a sickle hook. Pretty much eliminates the swallowing of the hook.
Also, you can use the same thing you use for bluegill and use cricket hooks with the long shank.
Oh, a long creek. Yeah, long shank hook.
Yep.
Yeah, we may have to do that. Maybe it might be next week's thing. We might go out and try to catch some bullheads.
You say you got a place to catch them?
I've got a place right down the road to catch them. Might do that and then just stay live for an hour or two out there. Last time we did it, I turned on those green lights and just stuck the rods in the stake pockets of the truck bed. So
there we go. Hopefully Curtis saw my comment. He does not listen to me, but he definitely reads. So, oh, there he is. Hi, Chad. Okay. I've been fishing outdoors as we've struggled to find bullheads this year for some reason. No matter where we've tried, was never a problem till this year. Maybe people were watching your channel and got your bullhead spots and went and fished them out.
Don't think that don't happen.
I think once you got those, you got them. I don't think you can get rid of them.
Bullheads?
Yeah.
Anything can be overfished.
They're prolific breeders also.
I mean, it's just like people don't understand. I know Lyle will be like, your fishery would always suck anyway because it's the Ohio River, but we were talking, me and my buddy Saturday night, but the commercial guys, then you guys are starting to see it more and more down in your areas and on the Mississippi River and stuff like that.
Oh, we've always had them.
But they're starting to really get vocal about it because there's a push on Facebook and social media now about this, about the commercial guys. But this year alone, and I can't remember, it's 35 or 50. My buddy Bill is in chat. He'll correct me. Or 53,000 pounds of catfish is what just this year.
Oh man!
Of what they've put into those 5 lakes that they have at the one pay lake.
Holy
50.
crap.
There it is. 58,000 pounds of catfish.
12 years ago, I told them how to stop to get things done.
So that's where our fish are. When the ultimate answer to your question tonight, Josh, where are the fish?
Yeah, they're sitting in that pay lake somewhere.
58,000 pounds.
Waiting to die.
Catfish taken away. Oh, look. Everybody, somebody get a screenshot of that for me. Look at Lyle's face.
Oh, that looks like before the show.
I know. Normally
this
is great internet. I got it. I
got one.
Yes, screenshot taken.
Paddle cat says the nastier the water. What? No. That was weird. My phone knows my tablet's in close proximity.
Really?
I screenshot it on my tablet, and then something popped up on my phone. It said to paste from your tablet, do this, and I didn't see what it said, but he gone.
He gone again. Man, that massive internet he's got down there is just giving him fits tonight.
Parker wants to know if Lyle ate a gummy.
He might have. You never know.
You never know.
I don't think he ever has. So, yeah. I gotta find some bullhead spot. I think it'd be awesome to be able to find some good ones around here. So, Big Bill, start going pond to pond and let me know.
Yeah, I want to get some and some live bluegill and just go out one night this weekend and just soak some baits. Just
Hooks is sitting in the truck waiting out the rain. Why wouldn't you be in your house? Ain't it past your bedtime?
Sitting in the truck waiting out the rain.
Nate, really? Man. Well, I don't know what else we got here. There.
I don't know. We got on the subject of bullheads. Got everybody talking about bullheads. We talked about food. That we always have to cover that.
Yeah. I don't really consider an ice cream.
We did talk about where to find the fish. We did talk about where to find.
We did. Yeah, we did find that.
Yeah.
So or talk about that a little bit. So.
And you know what? And they're going to be picking back up in the next. From this point on, July 4th, unofficial end of spawn. There we go.
Yeah, like we were talking, like I said, talking with my buddy Bill. I got a huge tournament coming up here in September, and I really hope that it starts picking up around here because right now we're not figuring out a whole lot other than where they aren't. It seems like we're either hitting it backwards at the wrong time, or they're just not anywhere where we're used to catching fish. So I should say. So we'll figure it out. We can always talk about chat. Nobody needs to talk about me. You notice, Brian, look, bait shop's gone. You guys went on strike last week and I shut the business down. So
I had to send Brian a private message because it wasn't appropriate for chat. So
good job. Thank you. Mike Irvin, come on. Now, what do you mean, Chad who?
Oh.
Come on, buddy.
Mark Barnum's taking donations for pay Lyle's internet bill.
He needs to upgrade his service, apparently.
He's going to have to. I mean, he's obviously back online because I just got a bunch of emojis from him. But
he must be sending us screenshots that he finds online of high-speed internet.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
From what it looks like tonight, he's got dial-up, so.
He's got to, yeah. There he is.
Excuse me.
You come back with food.
Cinnamon roll.
Oh, now you can just, you know what?
Kick him out, Chad. That's it. Yeah, he leaves because he has bad internet. Comes back with a.
He didn't have bad internet.
With a Cindy Stokes cinnamon roll.
Boys. I told you we had a storm going through here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mark Barnum said get rid of the AOL, Lyle.
Don't have no AOL.
Yeah, he upgraded from the AOL to the LOL.
Really good. Where was I when I got knocked out so rudely?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention much to what you said tonight at all.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to put that one up.
What?
Come back here. Lyle's got an Amish cinnamon roll and Amish internet.
That's pretty good.
That's the best comment of the night right there. I love that. That's great.
Boy, they're all right now.
Yeah, Curtis says, when are we going to see D and Chad fishing live? Probably never again, Curtis.
Wow.
We've shut the bait. Obviously, we take the bait shop down. So, next thing is probably just a very long break from YouTube, or maybe we'll just have to shut it all down after, what I heard. People like Curtis and his brother Eric said, talking about me and this big meeting they had with Tim Molina. I don't know that we may ever be back. I don't know.
Lyle said, storms might get my house. They ain't getting my cinnamon roll.
I would eat that whole pan of cinnamon rolls.
Oh, yeah.
So the storm didn't get it.
That's right.
We'll see, Curtis. I don't know. Right now, we're so busy with some other stuff, but other than that, honestly, I'm not even fishing all that much. So.
If we could ever get Lyle to fish for catfish, I mean, I got to put a stipulation there. It's got to be for catfish. It would be a neat show one night to all three of us be out fishing live. Chad's done it recently. I've done it recently.
Yeah.
I don't remember Lyle ever fishing live during Catfish Weekly.
Don't go out much late at night anymore. I do have a question, though. Since Chad's not using his boats, think you and I should run down there and exercise it?
I think we should, yes, absolutely. I think we're going to get the crap beat out of us by D if we touch that boat. But
probably so. Might be worth it.
I will say, have you all ever been whipped by a catfish rod?
Oh, yeah.
Nah, we'll
I
see what
got
happens
spanked
right
one
now.
time fishing at the pond behind our house when I was very young. Wouldn't stay out of the water with a Zebco #3 reel on a Zebco stainless rod.
Oh,
And on the back of your legs, you don't ever forget it, ever.
yeah. There was a goose at the mouth of the Liquid River got smacked with a tangle of catfish rod when we were down there. So
I'm pretty sure that didn't
Oh,
feel
that
good.
those
bait
things
there,
were, those things were
always.
mean.
They're everywhere down
They'd
there.
come up, try to bite you and stuff. And I mean, I'll leave them alone until they try to start biting you. Then it was smack.
For the people that frequent Branson, Missouri, the docks and places that you launch boats down there, and the people that rent docks and keep their boats in them, the geese are so bad they go in there and crap on them everywhere. So the Department of Conservation goes down there with nets and catches those geese and puts bands on them to entice people during duck and goose season to go down there and kill them legally to rid them, because those have quit making the migration tracks north and south. They don't do that anymore. They stay there and take pot shots at everybody's boats and all their other stuff. So that's one way to entice people to go hunt them, is to ban them, because who doesn't want to ban? It's kind of the way it is.
I need to go back. I need to go back to Table Rock. We've been on Table Rock one time, and
Which
we
arm?
rented a pontoon boat there at one of the marinas. So right there in the middle of the thing. But I think we did a 4-hour rental on that pontoon boat. Caitlin wasn't very old. She's maybe 3, something like that.
The James River arm of Table Rock is a great place to catch flatheads and blues, channel fish. We built a house in 1992 just off of the James River, and that's not like the James River out east. It's a smaller river, but it's one of the main arms that feed Table Rock Lake. Got some great fishing on it. We don't go down there, and the reason is because all the traffic going to Branson.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was nice not having to try to tow a boat or put a boat trailer up somewhere or anything. It was just nice to go out and rent a boat, spend some time out there. The only thing I had to do aside from pay the boat rental was I had to fill it up with gas whenever we got done. And I think it cost a whopping like $10 in gas. The guy's like, "You didn't run the big motor much at all, did you?" And I said, "Nope, but you're going to need to charge that trolling motor battery." So
there is also a hatchery down there.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
Great tourist attraction for people that's into that kind of stuff. And they got all kinds of fish that they raise.
We haven't been down that way in quite a while. We need to go back down there.
Yeah. Then they've added a new dam down there. And it's a 3-lock dam in case, which it's never did in the history of that lake, overflowed. But just in case it does, they can let more water out.
Oh, wow.
The Corps of Engineers had so much money here a few years ago that they had to piss it away, and that's what they pissed it away on. No, I meant in 92.
1892.
Hooten Town. What is wrong with these guys? But yeah, that hatchery is a pretty cool place to see.
I see. I got a few of them wondering now in chat about the bait shop.
At the bait shop. You know what, though? If you do a bait shop revival tour this Thursday,
you never know.
You'll get a lot of people watching. So.
You never know what may happen Thursday night. Will it proceed on, or does it really shut down? I guess you'll have to figure out it on Thursday what's going on. I don't know.
On there, it'd be the bait shop, now sponsored by Papa John's. Brian would be happy.
Well,
I'm thinking Dustin would go live at 8 if he got a chance.
I can tell you that if Dustin wants to try to go to live, he can do like others have in the past and go live at 8. And if I'm live, I will go live and I will steal all the views because, I mean, come on, it's the bait shop. It's the #1 show on YouTube now. So,
wow.
Just saying.
Correct me if I'm wrong. No,
Do you want to get into that?
I know where your biggest show was in the last few weeks.
Yeah, it was the 200th episode that I wasn't on.
It was the ladies' show. Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Look,
And they
200
done a great job, by the
they
way.
did. And 200 episodes is quite an achievement.
It
Yes,
really
it
is.
is.
You gotta
It is.
think that's
Really
one a
is.
week for 200 plus weeks.
That's
And
dedication.
not miss one.
I mean, we may have missed one, like 2 or 3 in the
Yeah,
last
you don't miss very
4
much.
years, right? So I mean,
Yep.
that's a lot of shows. And
It is.
last week, we shut down with the holiday and stuff. The guys, you know, 2 of them are laid up and their bodies aren't cooperating. One was out having a pool party or something, and I took the night off. So we'll see what happens. But there's other reasons why the bait shop is actually taken down, but we'll keep them in suspense of if the show will go on or not. So we'll see.
Okay,
Adam,
good.
shut up, Chris.
Oh
Look,
man.
IB said bait shop is my show now, Chad, and Chad just got fired.
Chad just fired. Yep.
Yeah,
Well.
Chad's just fired. You said we got a bragging.
We got a
board
nice
here
bragging board
tonight,
this week.
right?
Why don't we pull that out of the basement and play her
I
up?
will
You play
pull
any one
that
of those
up.
videos in there.
I was gonna say, what do we got in
Not
there?
the Christmas jingle bells.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, not
yeah.
Christmas jingle bell. YouTube doesn't like the Christmas one. So
No, they don't like it at all.
Yeah, Dee loves that, and I actually have it on mine too. And she played it during the bait shop that night, and it took to demonetize the whole show that night.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that.
We're gonna have to
during
recut the audio to that and just change
Yeah.
some music on it.
No, it was the ladies' catfish rumble the first or second day. She was like, oh, because she was looking at what the advertisement stuff that I had in there, and she saw it, and she was like, I gotta play that.
It was the first day because we were out on the water. I was laughing about it.
So yeah, this is the 8th. Okay, all right, here we
7,
go.
8.
Howdy folks, it's time once again to take a look at the Catfish Weekly Bragging Board. This covers through the week of July the 8th, 2024. Leading us off this week, Donald Knight of 3 Nights Fishing sent in this photo of his grandson Jack. This was Jack's very first flathead, which he caught from the Great Miami River on the 2nd of July. Great job, Jack. Congratulations on your first of many flatheads, buddy. Our good friend Mr. Avid Fisherman also recently came up with a nice flathead. This fish there was Avid's first flathead of 2024, and it's one heck of a nice fish to lead off the year with. Congratulations, buddy. Nice work. The Catch Fish With Us crew of Joe, Chris, and V fished Sandusky Bay on Two Stands Fishing Channel recently. They ended up with a phenomenal 72 catfish caught, including a new personal best for Joe weighing in at 23.9 pounds. Great work by all. Congratulations. Closing us out this week, we have our good friend Dave Funk. Dave put the hurt on Hoover recently, coming up with this amazing 56.2 pound flathead catfish. The blues and channels may still be MIA, but the flatheads appear to have finished the spawn and came back hungry. Great work, Dave. Don't forget, guys, you too can be featured on the Catfish Weekly Bragging Board. To be eligible, the fish needs to have been caught within the past 14 days, and we accept pictures of any species of fish. To get yourself or a friend on the bragging board, all you need to do is email your fish photo to pics@theweekendangler.com. Send us the information shown on your screen, and we'll get it on the board for you. Thank you all for watching. Have a great week.
Man, what a great fish.
That's a nice fish there.
Oh,
That
Dave's
was-
got to get on.
Some really nice fish.
70 fish
That's a
There's-
huge number.
during stand day. That's amazing.
Yeah, I think
That's a
more
good-
fish than Stan's caught in his entire career on his show. Never mind. I'm sure he's not listening
But
anymore.
the flathead definitely owned the week this week on the bracket board. So.
That one from Dave. That's a dandy.
Yes, it is. That's a great fish. They get over 50 pounds. That's exceptional in any waters you fish.
Mm-hmm.
That is. Oh, there's my buddy Maurice. What's up, man?
Hey, Maurice.
Hey, Maurice.
He's not here. He didn't say hi to you all. He was just talking to
Hey,
me.
Stuart.
Well, we're going to say hi to him.
Oh, boys.
Be sure to check out Panfish Nation on Wednesday nights. Mark and I will be doing something. We've got a topic for this week. Not going to share it with you yet, but we'll have probably have a video preview out for tomorrow.
Whoops, he's listening. My bad, Stan. Maurice says, I'm always watching.
Hey, there's Ernie Brown.
See,
Yeah. And
here too.
you may or may not tune in to Fields to Water on Thursday night and see or may not see the bait shop. We'll see what happens.
Before we get done, I thought about this during the bracket board. I want everybody's opinion. Do you think that flathead that Avid caught went back to its school of other flathead and said, "Guys, you ain't going to believe this. Bigfoot just abducted me." I'm just wondering.
My vote's yes.
I'm going to yes.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah. So here's a good question. We actually rigging for fatties. That is primarily what he fishes. I know he fishes there.
Mm-hmm.
Never caught hear anything
Oh
caught.
yeah. There's 100-pound fish caught there every year. In the Missouri section of the Missouri.
It ain't got no current. I mean, if it had some current, it'd be doing good.
The Missouri?
Yeah, it's a ditch, man.
Dude, I would hate. I mean,
jump out there
have
right
double anchor because there's no current to keep your boat straight.
If I was born on the shores of the Missouri River, I'd drive 500 miles to fish somewhere else.
I'd go to the Ohio River to catch real fish.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
It is smoking right now. The water is way up and it is cooking.
Oh, it's Missouri
really, really good
real
anchor right now.
Oh, anyway, that was good.
Oh wow! Somebody just sent a message.
Yeah, it was a dandy.
It is the longest river in the USA, but again, the mighty Mississippi would be nothing without what the mighty Ohio gives it. So,
bull butter. Yeah, you keep thinking that. Oh, it is. It's a pretty good tributary. Just think, all the good fish that's caught on the Ohio come out of the Mississippi and they go upriver.
Oh wow!
Just keep that in mind.
Well, I mean, you got to keep sending them up to us. These losers are, keep taking them from us. So keep sending them back up here.
That's a crying shame that happens. But it's not just that river; it's other rivers too.
Oh, I know.
At least the state of Missouri did pass regulations years and years ago that there is no commercial fishing on the Missouri River as it passes through the state of Missouri. So you're not allowed to commercial fish there. If they just stop trout lining on it and stuff, now that we'd be gold, because those guys, I do know a few people that throw them back, the big ones that run lines and stuff, but it's very few. And most of them don't even protect to the regulations they have on size and numbers or nothing else. They just keep it.
Well, the regulations, there are more and more regulations slowly but surely getting put in. Like we talked about before, it's more the the staffing to make sure that they're enforced. And we did just recently have and that help, helpful from the Indiana DNR that just got some guys down here on our pool uh, for that. They were over harvesting and had had more
I
than
was very happy to see that.
I was very happy to see that too. So you're starting to see them catch more and more people, and we just
I
need
would
more,
like
more
to
and
know
more
what the
enforcement
fines
stuff.
was for that,
Yeah, I don't know.
because if the maximum is $1 million and 10 years in prison, double that, and it'd be about right.
Yeah,
You got to make
but
the
again,
fines so hefty that you never want to get caught doing it again.
Yep.
Unless you do that, it'll never stop.
Yep. But again, one location. It's five small lakes, right? I mean, they're big ponds. What they are, 58,000 pounds by the end of June.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's only that pay lake. How many other ones are doing that same, that same kind of thing? Maybe not to
Or
that
more.
number,
Or more.
but some maybe more. But
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they're giving them a death sentence because those fish die and they get thrown in the dumpster.
Yeah.
They don't let you take them fish home when you get them.
No, it's
That's
no.
what you think's happening. That's not what happens. They just they just get thrown in the dumpster. You can only catch that fish and exhaust it so many times.
Yeah.
And that does not include the fact that most of those asshats put chemicals in the water to make those fish bite because they are in strange environment and they don't want to bite.
Well, I'm telling you, if you're putting like 5 to 10,000 pounds of fish in a small pond in a week's time, you shouldn't have to. They're stacked up 10 high on on each other. They got to be.
Well, some of those are so skinny when you pull them out that their heads will be this wide, and down about midway of their back, they're about this, because they just don't eat. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. The Humane Society, I believe, is the next step to stopping
I've thought about that. Yep.
That I believe that's the only way you're going to get it stopped. Just simply
show for another day.
Yeah,
for another day. We're going off on another
We've got
freaking
a
great
whole-
show idea. We'll go again.
You opened the can, so
I am.
let
but,
me seal it up.
Hey, Josh probably needs to. I'm sure that Illinois internet. He's probably limited to only an hour and 20 minutes. So
He just stayed on all night, though.
That's true. But my phone is about to die. So
yeah.
Oh,
I'm at 21%. For some reason, my power bank ain't charging right now. So I just happened to look up and see it.
So we'll talk about some more stuff like that another time. We're going on an hour and 15 minutes now. So we want to thank everybody for watching us here tonight. On behalf of Lyle, go Cubs, go. We'll see
Take
you.
the Bears with you.
Well, my Lord, have mercy. You guys got anything to close this out with before we hit the end stream?
Thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah,
right.
Cubs suck.
They do.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Good night, everybody. Have a great week.
Thanks for watching.